Hello everybody, it's me RJ here again with another video. Today I'm going to talk a little bit about Joy-Con drift with the Nintendo Switch, and I'm going to show you guys how to repair that. So anyway, if you've ever been playing your Nintendo Switch and you've been running around with your character and then you take your fingers off the joystick and your character continues to move or takes off in a different direction on its own, you have experienced Joy-Con drift. And if you haven't been able to figure out how to fix it, I'm going to give you some different advice on how to fix it, and then I'm going to show you what I'm going to do to repair it. So I'm going to go ahead and remove this because we won't be needing the Switch anymore. We'll just be needing this Joy-Con. There are several ways you can attempt to fix this. Don't go out and get another controller. It's too much money. One way is you can get on your settings in the Nintendo Switch under the controllers settings, and you can recalibrate each controller, Joy-Con. And that's one way you can do it. I tried that way, it didn't work for me. The other way is you can take a can of compressed air and blow around here to clean it out, because there might be some dust or something underneath there, and something could be underneath there affecting that. And if that doesn't work, then you'll have to go to option 3, which is what I'm going to, because that didn't work for me. So I got to looking around on Amazon and I found a kit, a repair kit for this Joy-Con, and it comes with 2 replacement joysticks, and I paid around $16-17 for it, which I'll put the link in the description below, so check that out. And that saves you a lot more money than going out and buying brand new controllers. So we're going to go ahead and get into this. I'm going to open up the kit, show you what's inside, and then we're going to take this apart. So let's go ahead and open this. This is just a thank you card for buying from this company. So it comes with a pair of tweezers so you can undo the ribbon cables in there, because there are some tiny parts inside this controller, and be very careful with them. It comes with this kit here with all the tools that I need to take apart the controller. Kind of like a cell phone screen repair kit. And here are the Joy-Cons, and I'm only going to need one of them, so I'm going to take this one. It looks like it came with some nice rubber grip pieces to put over the Joy-Con, or the joystick. And they each came with 2 apiece, so that's pretty nice. I'll see right there, that can go over that, which I'll do that later. I'm not worried about that right now. They look exactly the same as the factory. Let's get to taking this apart. Turn this over. There are 4 screws. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And we will need the strange looking Phillips head for this one. We're going to go ahead and remove all 4 of these. Now that we have these removed, we need to open this controller up. So it came with this here and this here to help us open the controller. We shouldn't need to do that. Shouldn't need these. I can normally get them with my fingernail, but it is nice to have these. So let's go ahead and open it up. And be careful when you take this apart, but it's going to come open like this, and there's going to be 2 ribbons, one here, one here. Be careful that you do not open it up too fast and rip those. Now, I've taken this apart several times, so the first thing I like to do is undo this ribbon cable here. Hopefully you can see what I'm doing here. Just take that ribbon cable and pull it out, and there, that's out. Now, this ribbon cable will hold the weight of this. No big deal. Don't worry about that. We can't get that one out yet. It has a little clip that we need to remove. So we're going to get the battery out. Let's go ahead and remove the battery. And the battery is attached right over here to the black and red cable there. We need to remove that. You can just pull up on the cord to remove the battery, because it pops right back down in there. So now that we have the battery removed, let's set it aside. And there are 2 screws that hold the battery tray down. We're going to remove those 2 screws. And you'll need the regular Phillips head for that one. Now that we have that, you want to take this, open it like a folder. You want to fold it back. Be very careful. This ribbon cable right here is very tiny. And you want to get that one out of your way. So we're going to go ahead and get that one out. Be very careful when removing these because you can break these. And that one's removed. And don't worry if your trigger button falls out. It just sets right back in place. Just like that. You just set it right there, and when you close it, everything will close correctly. Don't worry if that falls out. So I'm going to set that aside for now to get it out of my way so I don't have to worry about holding it. Now, we need to take this cable out here because this one is connected to the joystick. So we need to remove that cable. We also need to remove this one to get it out of our way because this dangling piece here is in the way. And we need to take this one out because this one is folded over the Joy-Con, or joystick, sorry, and we don't want to rip that while we're trying to remove the joystick. So let's go ahead and remove that one, and that one. And each one of these has a little black tab right here that you pop up. And you can pop it up with the tweezers. I like to get it with my thumbnail. It's just however you want to do it. That little black tab, see it moving barely? You can pop it up and then you can pull these out real easy. Okay, set this aside. Pop the tab up. Remove the cable. Now this cable's not going to come completely off. It'll just be flopping around like this, which is good. So we can hold it out of our way. Now this here, we need to get this one out. So pop that little black tab up and remove that cable. If your fingers are small enough like mine, you can get in there with your fingers and remove them. If not, use the tweezers. So now that we got those removed, we're going to unscrew here, and you'll need the Phillips head for that. You just pull through real easy and take the entire joystick out. This is the bad one, we're throwing it away. And we have our new one right here. So we'll place it with the ribbon facing that direction, pop it back in there so that it comes through, and we're going to hook up our cable. And you can't get these cables mixed up. Don't worry about that. You can't get them mixed up because they all fit in the correct positions. They won't plug into anything else but the ones they're supposed to plug into because they're all different sizes. So let's go ahead and get this ribbon cable attached. Slide it in. Once you got it slid in, you got to lock the tab down. We can go ahead and put our two screws back in this. So let's get our screws. Back down. Get the screw in. Goes in. We'll get that screw right there. Feels like it's in there nice and tight. Now we'll fold this ribbon back over. Place it in. Okay. Now that we've got, sorry about that. Now that we've got that one back in, we can take this one, take the other half of our controller, place this ribbon in, Do not forget to place the tab, to pull the tabs back down once you have these in place, or they will not snap. They won't stay in. Okay, that one's in. Now we can take our battery compartment right here and get this put back together. Get the ribbon put in there first. Sorry about that. Hang this over the back side if you can and get that ribbon cable attached back in here. Don't forget to fold your tab down or you will not get it in there. I know you can't see, but push that cable in there in the back side like that and put the tab down. Same way you took it out. That's what you're doing. You're just going in reverse. And this is going to go back down on top of here, just like this. But first I'll show you how to get your left trigger back in if it fell out. Okay, there's a little indentation right here where my middle finger is, and that's where the spring is going to sit down into. So push it in there and you can see it's just going to stay there. And I can lay this right over the top of it. Okay, screw holes are going to line up. We can go ahead and put our screws back down. One here, one here, and don't forget about the one over here like I did earlier. So we're going to get that. Now for the battery. Make sure the battery goes back in the right direction and the cable is on the back side of the controller, and this is going to attach. Once you get it right, you can grab it with the tweezers and you can press it back down in there. Now we are done connecting all the ribbon cables, and we're going to fold this back over and close it back up just like this. And we need to replace these 4 screws. Now that we have it all back together, let's hook it up and see if it works. And now that we have it started back up, it looks like I can run around every direction. Every button is working here. So everything is working on this side of the Joy-Con, the select button, the controls, everything. Took a screenshot. Everything is working. Well, now that everything's working, I'm going to go ahead and end the video here. Thanks for watching. Give me a thumbs up, thumbs down. Check out the description for the link on the joysticks to replace your joysticks with instead of buying a new Joy-Con. Hopefully this saved you guys a lot of money and some time. Take it easy. Keep watching my channel. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed. I got more videos to come. Later.